Okay.
Yeah, we have people here. Hello, people.
Hello, people.
I've just been playing around waiting for you to join us. I see Barbara's here and Ingrid and Terry. Welcome, welcome, people.
Yep, I was just getting a start on my piece because I wanted to do the edges so that I don't have to do them. But I guess I'll just work on them later.
Hi, Andrea.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Terry,
let's
Ingrid,
see.
Barbara, Andrea. Yep. Hi. Hello. Glad you guys are here. So today we were going to just talk about the end of the month. You know, we had this challenge all through the month of August, the ajosabstractaugust. I didn't get very much of it done because I haven't been feeling well, but we had prompts for every day. Today's prompt is drip, and it's all about making abstract or art that doesn't look exactly like something. It could represent something, but it could be expressionist, or it could be really just nothing, not look like anything you hope. At least you hope. And so that's what we're going to work on today. The prompt is drip, so we'll probably drip. Do you plan to drip, Peg?
I plan to drip. I tell you, the phone has been ringing off the hook here. I'm sorry, guys. That was my daughter, and I thought it was an emergency, and it wasn't, so I apologize. I was just playing around. I'm traveling, as if you guys don't know that, and I was just playing around in my watercolor journal. I have a page over here I was planning to start with today. It's got some watercolor on it already. It's masked out. And I think I'm just going to start working this.
Sounds like a good plan. I have a larger canvas than I normally do on screen, and I probably should have went with the smaller one, but I just didn't feel like doing small today. So I'm going to work on this as an abstract piece, and I've got out a bunch of these little pieces of gel printing that I did the other day on my channel. Basically, they're just, so say you're gel printing along and you're using a larger piece, like a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, but then your gel plate is only 5 by 7, so you end up with like a print right in the middle, and then all these white edges around the edge. I just tear those off using a metal ruler, and then I have a basket full of, scrappy bits. I used up all the skinny ones, but you get the idea. I have all these little bits of papers that I've cut off of other things or torn off of other things, and I don't like to waste them. So I did a gel printing session the other day where I just used all those, I used the regular size plates, but then I would just stack all these little pieces up on top of each other and get a bunch of pieces printed. And now I have all these little things, just tons of them. And I'm going to be using them today to start my piece. Obviously, there's going to be dripping involved. But other than that, I just wanted to cover my canvas with little pieces of paper. So that's what I'm working on. And I don't normally do this, but I started the edges first so that I could not have to worry about the edges. And I thought I could get it done before the show started, but I guess that's not the case. And the piece that's inspiring me for the whole thing is this. This is actually roll-off paper. When you're gel printing and then you take your brayer and you roll it off just on some other paper, and you get all these lines of paint that are from your brayer. But then I was using a stencil, and I had paint on the stencil, so I turned the stencil over and plopped it on there to clean the paint off, and he ended up with this print, which I think is super cool. So I wanted to use it. So that's what and then I'm just basing all my other little bits off of that, the colors of that, and I'll have lots of pattern and shape and interest to start out with. So that's what I'm doing.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep, and I'd like to welcome Carla and Cindy and Rennie and Peggy to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here.
So I went and raided my kid's stash this morning, and I found a Sharpie because I didn't even bring a Sharpie.
Sometimes it's hard to figure out what to bring.
Well, I didn't, I was flying, and you're limited.
Yeah.
And I brought some other pens, but I really wanted something to apply a larger area of dark with. I mean, I can use these and I can, fill in, but it takes a lot more scratching back and forth with a smaller pen. So I just thought, well, I bet they've got a Sharpie around here. So that's
And
what
they
I
did.
did. I went and found a Sharpie because I wanted a Sharpie. And speaking of small things, these kids things that you get from the dollar store, they're great for little bits of potted paint, right?
Dollar Store has lots of fun stuff.
Well, I was there. Okay, speaking of dollar store stuff, I was there and I found some of these silicone makeup dillies.
Yeah, which is funny because I bought those as gesso applicators.
Yeah, Shel,
months ago.
when I showed them to her, she said, well, I bought those off of Amazon as gesso applicators. And I said,
Yeah.
well, they're actually makeup applicators.
Apparently, didn't know that.
And now the Dollar Tree is carrying them. And I was thinking about using them, in my journals and as a gel plate and all that, because they sell those small gel plate pieces. And I thought, well, this looks just like a flower petal.
Yep, it's made out of the same stuff.
Yeah, so you can find lots of things like that if you're looking for them. I think it was Nell that told me about it originally. Hi, Cindy. Hey, Peggy.
Somebody posted it in the group or somewhere I saw.
Yeah, I think it was
Nell.
Yeah.
It might have been Nell, yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was super funny. And she showed them to me and she's like, yeah, look at these. And I'm like, yeah, I already had those, but I thought they were something else. They told me they were gesso applicators. I never would have thought to put makeup on with a silicone thing, to be honest.
Well, I think about those brushes. I think these are easier to wash than some of these things, those brush things that get all the makeup gunk down in them.
That's definitely true. It'd be a lot more sanitary.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
I'm almost done with the edge here.
I think I want some branching off here.
I love to have the edges of my canvases covered so that I can just take a push pin, stick it in the drywall, and hang it up. I don't have to go around, trying to get a frame or anything. But it is sometimes kind of a pain to do. You just want it to be done.
Use a little bit of that paint. Oh boy. I think I want to. I got that open. I guess I'll use it. Brush.
Welcome, Linda. People are still rolling in. I'm just looking at the chat.
Yeah. Hello, hello.
I don't think they're talking about much yet, but people are still coming in. No, I like that side better. Last piece. So I am, of course, using matte medium to apply this. And I like to spritz the paper a little bit on the back before I put the matte medium on. And then it gives it a little bit more flexibility, loosens it up a little bit. And then I've got all the edges done, all the edges. I'm not usually that methodical. But I felt like I just needed to do that this morning. I don't know why. Maybe I've got a case of the orders. Suddenly, instead of chaos, I want order. It's weird.
Yeah. All right.
All right. This is my piece that I wanted on here. I don't know if I want it whole or if I want to tear it, though. I think I might tear it, actually. So the easiest and best, I like torn paper over cut paper. And if you have a metal ruler, it doesn't matter if it's a smaller one like this or a larger one, and it has a cork backing, you can put the cork backing up, and then you have this very nice straight edge to tear with, and you can end up tearing very neatly and nicely into pieces. But it still gives you that torn edge, which sometimes that's what you want. Maybe I'll tear it up into a few pieces. And those will be my main pieces. So I've got a spray bottle, I've got matte medium, I've got a collage brush. I don't know what they're talking about. I've seen the 3x5 gel prints that Margelle is doing. Oh yeah, they're actually in the group if you want to go peruse them. Yeah, she's been doing them all month. She's been real regular.
Yep.
Unlike me, who's been all over the place, mostly in bed. What is color is this one? This one, and yeah, that'll be okay up there. So let's just put this one up here and see what happens.
Abstract thing's the most difficult thing I do. Don't love it at all. Yeah, I was watching some of Margelle's stuff just the other day, but haven't had a lot of time since I've been out and about.
I like that hard edge very much. We'll fix that later.
All right, did I plug in? Let's see if I plug this in. Nope.
Yes, she's the Shelley Studio. Her last name is Shelley. So people would think her name is Shelley, but it's not. It's Margelle. Or Margelle. Have we decided?
I think she'll accept either one.
Yeah, probably. She's probably used to people saying it wrong, whichever way is wrong. Okay, this is a little weird. I think I knew at one point if it was Margelle or Margelle. I got clarification at one point, but I can't remember now.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad.
When you don't know somebody, like you don't see them at a place, you know, it's hard to get it all right.
Well, and it depends on what part of the country you come from, whether you got a hard G or not, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's like my sister-in-law, she goes by Colleen, where a lot of my other friends go by Colleen.
Colleen, yeah.
and it's the same spelling. So how do you know?
Yeah, it's probably just however your parents decided.
Yeah. Pretty much. I want to thicken up these lines a little bit. I just don't seem to have quite the right pen. Imagine that. Oh, let me try this one. This is that Pentel pocket brush. This might do it. Might be a little too heavy, but we'll give it a go.
Pentel pocket brush is awesome. Maybe this is where this is going to go. Could be. So what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Speaking of pens, I keep seeing this advertisement. It's for a new Sharpie pen, right?
Yeah.
From the people who make blah, 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 the best pen ever, blah, blah, blah. We have this new gel pen. And it's like, it's for writing, signing things or whatever. But I just want to know, is it waterproof or not?
You talking about this one?
Did you buy one? Yeah,
This is
that's
a Sharpie
it.
gel.
Yes.
And no, it isn't. It depends on what you're putting it on.
Oh.
If you're putting it on something porous like this watercolor, yeah, it soaks right in. And it's not waterproof. I used it on something the other day just to try it out. What did I use it on? I was playing around in my journal because I was at an office supply. They needed ink for the printer here, and I wanted to print some stuff. So I went to an office supply and got an office supply thing, and these pens were on sale, and I'd never seen them before. And I thought, well, Sharpie, isn't that supposed to be okay? This is what I was using it on right here. And so I did line work in here, and then I hit it with a water brush. Well, you can see it turned it dark. So it soaked right in. So
I wanted it to be like a Sharpie, only not stinky, and small pointed gel like they show it. It rolls really nice.
Yeah.
Supposed to roll really nice.
Well, it's a nice pen, but you want to use it for your final work because it's not going to stay if you wet it.
Well, dang it. I was hoping it was something else.
Yeah, I was too. That's why I bought them. Give them a try, I mean, I still have pens like that,
Oh, yeah. I mean, we
right?
all have pens like that. But
Yeah.
I was hoping it was a little bit more useful.
Yeah.
But I don't use Sharpies, and it's not because I don't think they're good. It's because I don't like the smell. I'm really sensitive to that, so
Yeah.
I tend to not go for stinky things if I can avoid them.
Sure. Makes sense.
I want that up there. No, I don't. I'll put it down here. It's like a patchwork. Doing patchwork today. It won't end up like that though, but just wanted to get all this covered. And I wanted to play with my little gel print scraps. Because it's fun. Almost done with this jar of matte medium. I've been trying to use it up.
Thanks, Barb. Rennie says she found those pens to be slow drying. And what kind of surface were you using it on, Rennie? I was talking to a friend and she was using it on something that was less porous than I was, and she had better luck than I did. So I think, experiment with different surfaces and see what you get.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make a difference depending on what surface it's on. I just wanted it to dry permanent,
Yeah.
so that it didn't run at all.
Not do that. So
Okay, what do we got? What do we got? I can put that one down.
kind of wanted some green on here. Let me do this. I've got this kind of pastel-y green if I can get it open.
Jelly roll pens don't work for me here in Arizona, Barb. They stop working almost instantly after I get them. I don't know why. I've tried everything. Some people say, oh, store them in the freezer. I even tried that. They hate me. They just stop working the minute I get them practically. You'll just let that wrap over. And that's a pretty one. I like it. But I don't want it to go. Well, I guess I'll just let it wrap all the way around. Why not?
Why not?
Oops, pull that up. That's weird.
Well, let's pull this off and see what we've got. I might want a little more of that. This is pretty dark up here. Add a little more of that green into this area. Drip, drip, drip. Lighten that up. A few other drips.
Are you dripping?
I am.
I haven't gotten to drip yet. Still gluing. Almost got the whole thing covered though. I think this is a 8x10 canvas. 8x10, yep.
Mm.
So it's taking me a minute. How about this? What do we think about that? We like that. Okay.
Yeah, let's pull this tape and see what happens here. Now I got some bleed and I got some stuck tape. I need to heat that. So I need to plug this in.
Oops, you got a little bit crooked. All right, I need something here.
Sometimes if your tape sticks, just a little bit of heat will help with that adhesive coming up. And this has been on there for a while. I'm guilty. I did this before I left home and brought it with me with the tape on it. So don't want tape on that long. Not too bad. Came up sort of. Gotta move that down. But still pretty dark. I wonder if I should do. Up a little bit.
Something. Okay.
Yeah.
No wrinkles allowed.
Hey, no problem.
Now this needs to somewhat dry. A little bit. All those away. Little pieces out of here. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Good.
Except for this wrinkle right here that won't go away. And we're going to start doing some fun stuff now that I got all that work done.
Yay for fun stuff.
I think I'm going to hit it with a little bit of drying though. Just to get the top layer dry anyway. Okay, I think I want to do some drips because the prompt is drip for today. What do I have?
I need.
I guess I better get myself some paper towels so I don't make too big of a mess.
Figure out what I want this to say.
My fingers are gonky. Peggy, I don't know the answer to that. I think you can crank it any different way, but I don't have a sidekick, so maybe I'm wrong. It does seem strange. All right, here is some inks. Let's see, what do we want to drip with? We got blue, pink, and yellow on this, basically. Maybe let's start with some dark. Make some interesting something. That one's called Nightfall. And it's a very dark blue, like an indigo type color. I think I'll drip with it. Well, that's neat. Never turned on my stupid secondary camera.
Yeah, I don't have one today. I'm working with what I got. You know, when all you get is a carry-on bag, you don't take all that stuff with you.
That's for sure. Drip, drip, drip. To get this to really drip, you might want to spritz a little bit. Let's see if I've got a small spritz bottle. No, it's not.
Oh. I think you can turn the handle either way, Peggy. It just depends on which way you're running it through the machine.
Yeah, that's what I said too. But I don't have a sidekick. I have a big shot.
Well, I've had both. And I've turned the handle both ways. Because you can run it forward, you can run it backwards, you can run it any way you want to. It just depends on how you're sending the shuttle through.
Huh. Is there any baby wipes left in this? Maybe one. I don't want to do that. Oh, come back here. Shoot. Lost my thingamabobber. Again. Things fall under the desk and I don't want to crawl under there. I didn't even see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I get it with my toes. So,
Okay. So what do I
get
have?
the water brush.
Let's try the Sharpie.
Move these just a little bit. I just want these ones up here bled just a little bit. Now, I know they'll do it while they're still wet, just to give me a little bit of interesting something there. Maybe this one. Make it more interesting. with my drippy drips. Might be a little bit going a little bit crazy. That's kind of fun. I do like to drip, 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 drip. I might need one more connection here just because it looks weird. Maybe I can make it drip the other direction. Well, didn't mean to go completely nuts.
Possessed, oh my. Oh, you guys. You're making me laugh today.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Gremlins under the table. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. My kids love that movie, by the way. You know, the eating after dark and getting wet. And Gremlins.
I had to go back and read and see what you were laughing about.
Yeah.
All right, let's see about some more drips. How about a different color? Maybe poppy. Is it too much? Yeah, it's too much. Do we want magenta? Maybe. Here's a magenta. So these are acrylic inks. Light fast, fade fast, water resistant. Those type of inks. You know. Okay, let's see. How about if we drip this direction? And maybe, just get a little wonky with it. It's kind of cool. My baby wipes are about out. Ooh, I almost spilled that.
Uh-oh.
That would have been some drama.
You don't want no stinking drama.
No, I do not. You were correct.
It's a no drama zone.
The other day in the group, somebody posted some art that they had made. And they said it was inspired by something I made. And it had swirls on it. And I thought to myself, there's some of them shell swirls. Because I keep being obsessed with them. So apparently someone else thought that swirls were fun and interesting. like me.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get it to drip a little bit this way now. Oh, there it goes. Went a little crazy. Dripping is fun. I like it. Drip down, drip back. Super fun. All right. Now this needs to get dry.
Oh, that one good. Up here for you guys. Just a little quote, each day provides its own gifts. It's got tree branches, birdies, drips.
Now it's just water. These are acrylic inks, and so they, as long as they're still wet a little bit, they can be moved with water.
This is when I worked
I could have done this with alcohol ink, and if I'd done that, I would need to have alcohol in my brush. But I just went with the acrylic inks. I'm really kind of obsessed with them lately.
This is when I worked on this week. This is the one I was starting on this morning. My watercolor's blowing out a little bit. So here's a page with some color. Do something with. Let's do something with it. Let's get some stencils. Watch it every Christmas. Yeah. What do I want to do on here? I like these. These are little, like botanical stencil. I'm thinking I might do a few of these. And I'm going to pull out those new tools I just got, right? Get this
Definitely.
away here so it doesn't distract me.
Do I think that's enough dripping? I don't know. Is it enough? I don't know. Let's see. Where's my little thingamabobber doohickeys? Where are they?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll figure it out.
Thought they would be right there, but they're not. Oh, there they are. Okay.
With just some archival, and use one of these. Let's transfer some ink onto the stencil. Don't have other brushes and tools. You use what you have. That's my motto, and I'm sticking to it.
Yep, it's a good motto. I like it. I'm just a little bit crazy there.
Okay. Like that. Let's do some of this. Whoops. Stay in place, stencil.
You're gonna try to boss a stencil?
Yeah.
You think
I'm
you're gonna
trying.
get
I don't know if it's going to listen, though.
What's going on here?
Good for the sidekick. Oh, dear. I have been. See now? You made me go. I had to get some. I told Shel you were the one that made me do that.
It's her fault.
And you know, I'm using it with Archival. And I found that they wipe off pretty nicely too. It'll stain a little bit, but I'm okay with that.
It's a lot of water.
But instead of all, those cosmetic sponges that I end up throwing away because they get gunky, these I think are going to last a lot longer because you can clean them.
Yeah, you can just clean them up.
Yeah.
That's useful.
Yeah, it is. Whether it's paint or ink or whatever you're using,
All right.
I'm just taking a wet rag and wiping that ink off, like so. And yeah, it stains a little bit, but I don't care. So what else have I got on this ring here? Oh, I like this thing. Gotta do 3. Just gotta do 3. For the tough time with the small, tiny holes and stencils. Well, these have plenty of give, just like a gel plate. So um, these are working pretty good. Uh, I bought two, just to give them a try. They only had the two different styles here. Um, and I'll keep looking in other stores. I'm in Florida right now, so I have to pack the stuff home in my suitcase. So I didn't really want to buy a whole bunch of stuff. I had to tote home. But this works. This, I'm just picking up the archival ink on here and doing my stenciling.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this color. Whoops, I need to go crazy with it.
So thank you for letting me know about them, Nell. I'm using them. You know me, I love a good tool.
I think we all do.
Yeah. So I found, I come here and I raid my daughter and my grandkids' art stash. And I found some old pens that I had way back in the scrapbooking day. All right. And it's like, oh, I haven't played with these in such a long time. I need to play with that. And then I started looking at it. It's like, well, I really like these. I don't know why I gave them to her. I should have kept them. I'm going to have to get some more for myself. But what I'm talking about are these dot pens they're from Zig. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
have these in your stash? You remember these?
I might actually still have some.
Yeah. But I mean, talk about cool. I mean, look at this, guys. It makes the coolest dots, right? I love it. I'm loving it. So, yeah, you'll probably see some more of these coming out because I have some other pens. But the cool thing about these is it says they're permanent ink, acid free, archival quality, light fast, waterproof, and fade proof. So I went over on Amazon and started looking right away this morning and stuck some in my Amazon store because it's like, these are fun. I like dots. And these have two tips. Now, the ones that I put in the store are thinner than this. I think they've changed. They've made them longer and thinner. I think they made them like this mostly because I thought they probably thought they were selling to kids and they wanted them fat for their little fingers. But it's got the two tips. And so the smaller one, you can make your fine dots with. And how fun is that?
Stupid thing.
So I got to get some fine dots in here too. Anyway, the fun you have looking through stuff you haven't seen for a while.
Yep, that's the same thing that happens when you clean your studio and then all of a sudden
Yep.
you find all these things you forgot even existed.
Yep, you're right.
And you're like,
So
surprise!
that was cool. And let's see. When I was at the dollar store, they had rub-ons for $1. And I love rub-ons. And a lot of places you can't find them anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, they kind of went out of vogue.
Yeah.
Getting a little yellow to come in over here. Just a little bit. And a little bit right there.
Oh yeah, they have little tiny dollar scissors too.
Are they sharp?
Yeah, I'm using them right now.
Nice. I always want more scissors.
Well, I like that these are small, so they toss in a bag real easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to measure them. I don't think I can get them on a plane, but my daughter doesn't have that many scissors here, so whatever. They
Leave
will
them for the
probably
next time.
stay here and get used. They were $1, you know. Everybody needs scissors. She has one pair of kitchen scissors and one pair of utility scissors, and they were not doing it for me.
No, that is not enough.
No, it was not.
I mean, just on my desk here, I have, let's see,
Thanks, Barb.
5 just on my desk.
It's not showing up real good. Can I still get it up? I don't know. Should have done my dots a little bit more judiciously, I guess. And we'll go right there. And I've got the back end of my scissors, so I can rub. But a lot of times, I think I did this with those crayons, so it's a little bit waxy. So a lot of times you have trouble getting things to work on top of those waxy surfaces.
Yeah, that definitely happens.
I'll see if it transfers. May or may not. And the other thing is, if you're having trouble with something like this transferring, you can just leave it on the carrier sheet and use the matte medium over the top of it. That works. It'll tone it down. So let's see if it's transferring. Oh, yeah. No. Just got to keep rubbing. Maybe I got a better rubber. Let's try this pen.
All right, now what do I want to do?
Popsicle sticks are good. Something flat. Oh, here, this has a flatter edge. See if that works better. I didn't bring a bone folder either. I just thought, I'll work in my journal, I'll have some paint, I'll be fine. Like you do.
Well, it seems like that's how it should go, right?
Well, if I wasn't doing a show, I'd be fine because, I'd work on something until I got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm going to take this home and finish it. But when you're trying to do a page in a live video, you need a little more stuff. Let's see. I just take these up really slowly to make sure that it's all transferring. You know, it came from the dollar store. It may not be the best quality, but hey, it's a rub-on.
What can I do with a brush? Threw it in there. Now it's wet.
I used to love rub-ons. All of a sudden, they stopped making them or something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they just disappeared.
Yeah,
And Seth Apter has some.
yeah, he does now.
Yeah, because he said he wanted to.
Edie Cantron's making some, isn't she?
She might be.
Is it Cantron? I
Some
don't
people
know.
were like, "Hey, we need those back."
Well, yeah. Well, because they work on other surfaces. Like if you're working on porcelain or glass or, you know.
Yeah.
And I do have slides where I can print my own. You guys know about that kind of product? Where you
No.
can print your own slide stuff. I'll have to show that to you guys one time. It's just like a clear sheet, carrier sheet, like this stuff. And print right on it.
And it becomes a rub-on, or it becomes.
It slides off, you know,
Oh,
so
it slides off.
it becomes a piece that you can attach to glass or ceramic or, yeah.
I think we need some pink. What do we think? We want pink? Yes. Rose. We want rose.
So let me get some of this pink back out.
Rose.
This actually was some fun colors. I mean, for a dollar store find, you know, it really didn't have anything all that wrong with it that I could see. I wonder if I want to use, no, I don't. I'll use this. And it came with a super duper brush. Oh no! Stole your glue gun for class. Scissors and glue guns. Gotta have them. So what are you ladies working on? Tell me, what are you doing? Are you doing Abstract August? Are you working in your journals? What's going on?
I hope somebody's doing Abstract August because I sure didn't get it done. Wanted to.
Still working on it a little bit. I missed a few days.
I missed more than a few days.
Yeah, well, you had good reason.
And I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Just busy being sick.
My poor nurse aide, first she got a respiratory infection. And so she was in the hospital with that. And she called the next week and wanted to come, do my stuff for my husband. And it's like, I think you need to take care of yourself. So you need to get better. Well, then a couple days later, she calls and she says, yeah, I have a stomach bug that I picked up from my 2-year-old at the daycare. It's like, well, okay, you probably don't want to come around. It's like, ay, ay, ay. So it's been interesting.
Yes, yes, indeed. Do I have indigo? No, I don't. I have black, I've got gray, I've got brown. What color's this one? That one's
I
blue.
have indigo. That's beautiful color.
I do love it. I do. I just wished I had it in a brush instead of, I guess I'll just have to use it with a brush instead of being lazy. Gotta stop being lazy. Smaller one. That's not good. Put this one. Nah.
Good for you, Nell. Yeah, let's make it abstract year. What the heck?
I mean, you may go abstract and never go back.
Oh, Cindy, sorry to hear that. Quotes in your journal. Yeah. I like quotes. You see me doing quotes here.
That's not the right color.
I like to flip a page and read something. It makes me think, pause and think when I'm looking at the art piece. Like this one says, beauty is an attitude. And that's kind of a cool quote to have on here.
Just a script brush. Need a little script brush.
I like quotes. I should be collecting quotes.
This is a terrible brush. Split.
Okay. That was a little bit thick, but what the heck? Yeah, it's been nice sunny days. We had some rain last night. Been in the swimming pool. Went out and watched the full moon come up over the ocean.
Oh, so nice.
That was fun.
All right. Let's do a little bit of glazing. How about that?
Oh, birch trees are gorgeous. Yeah, Finding lost tools. Mine go missing a lot. I think they go on walkabout every once in a while.
I think all of ours do. I mean, I found so much stuff when I was cleaning up. I was like, where did this stuff even, where has it been all my life?
Live. I don't even remember buying this.
Yeah.
Like that. I think I want to do more drippage. Drippage.
I don't think I like that.
Got
I don't.
this color. Let's see what I can do with that.
I'm not going to glaze it. Nope. Some pink glaze, maybe.
It kind of dried up a little bit. Maybe I can wet it down.
Maybe I'll just glaze with gel. I could do that too. I don't have to do it this way.
I wonder if I can wet it in here.
Stuff just isn't drying down fast enough. So annoying.
And blob. And drip.
I need something right there. It's probably going to be another collage piece, although I don't know what. I think it is going to be more collage, but this just really needs to dry. Like that. I'm not sure it's going to dry in time. need some contrast. I'm not sure what.
Old quote books and use them in my journals. What a good idea. I haven't been to a bookstore. Just been, looking online and all that kind of jazz. I really don't like how that turned out. I got to put it over here.
What do I have? No.
Just a little bit.
It's too much.
There, I'm dripping. There we go.
Nika wants to say hi. Say hi, Nika. Say hi. Okay, you be a good girl. I almost feel like I need something big like that, but I just don't know exactly.
Pretty thick in there. I think I need to trim that down a little bit.
Okay. Calm it down a little bit more. Stenciling.
Oh, let's see. What are we doing here? Nika came to visit Cindy.
Are they being crazy again?
They don't know what that was all about. It's like, did everybody hear? Ray says, did everybody hear just say Mika out loud, or was it just me?
Oh, I showed her on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my doggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wanted to say hi.
Yeah. She's usually hanging out in the bathroom there with Shel.
Yeah.
As many pets do with pet owners.
Yes. And sometimes she demands attention and she wants to say hi.
I think Marley's old man's asleep over there. He heard his name. He looked at me. He says, something?
It's like, who, me? What were you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about you.
Stop being so wrinkly.
So I'm just going over these letters with the white Posca to try to give it a little bit more emphasis, because it was filling the background a bit. And I wanted to be able to read the quote. So that little bit of white helped bring that out. And the drippage is doing its drippage thing. So I'm pretty happy with that. Got a few minutes here. What are people saying?
I don't know. It could be anything.
You can say hello anytime she would like.
Oh, she will.
Yes, she will. So I've got this other little rub-on that I should probably add someplace here, because I like it. It says glow where you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like it. Yeah, I'm glad that the dollar store is carrying some of this cheap stuff. You know, when they started charging so much money for rub-ons and the few little things that you were getting to go on a page, it kind of turned me off to doing some of that stuff because it was too expensive. That's when I started making a lot of my stuff myself, because I thought, well, I can do that.
Yep.
I can write a quote. I can, So a lot of us old-time crafters, you couldn't find stuff early on, so we got used to doing a lot of our own stuff
Yeah, before everyone
before they
came
started
out
putting
with
it on the
stuff.
market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
About 3 minutes left. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get done in 3 minutes. I have enough stencil. There it is. I want to just see if I can't realign this. I don't know. Maybe just use it to get a little bit wide on there.
So it's been a lot of fun doing the Abstract August, and you'll see us do more abstract art, because we both like it.
I love it. I just couldn't get it done this month.
Just remember the 1st of September, we'll have new prompts available.
Yeah, we're going to have, of course, our mood board and our pick a stick challenge, and of course we'll be using those in the upcoming live streams. I'm stuck. Shoot. That's what I get for not letting things dry. Let some of these lines come down.
Just looking ahead to see.
We haven't set up any of our shows for the upcoming.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun September because we're going to focus on silliness. So start thinking about silliness.
Silliness is fun.
So we will be focusing on fun.
Sounds good.
Because we only have a few days left to finish up August. I need to look at my schedule too, because I'm continuing my travels this fall while the weather is still good. After being cooped up for a year, I'm ready to see people and places.
Definitely. I wished I could travel, but I'm stuck here now.
Yeah.
But I did have a big, long travel, so I can't complain.
You had a wonderful travel.
Yeah.
So that's one page for today. Where's the other one? I did multiples here today. Gotta find it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, that one. Yeah, I did that one. Each day provides its own gifts. And it's some birdies on branches. And then this one with beauty is an attitude. Glow where you go.
And I did just this one thing. And it's kind of starting to get kind of finished, but not completely. But it has a lot of dripping.
I like it.
And it's abstract. So
It has a lot of heart.
yes, it does.
Oh, I know. I'm starting the silly stuff too soon. Sorry. Thanks, Barb.
Oh yeah, that's
No, I know it's not over, Barb. I'm, using my sanitizer, wearing my mask. I've had my third COVID shot. I'm good.
oh yeah, it's definitely not over. Take everyone has a right to choose, and I'm not going to say you don't have a right to choose, but just look at what happened to me and my family and what could have happened to us if we hadn't been vaccinated.
Right. And I look at the fact that you were pretty much cloistered for over a year.
Yeah.
And it still happened. And, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And I stayed hunkered down for a year too. And it's just like, I've done what I can do. I'm being as cautious as I can. And I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah. And there's just, at some point you just lose your patience with it all, and it may never be over, I guess.
Right. And honestly, this isn't the first time. We've had SARS, we've had Ebola, we've had Legionnaires, we've had, so this is not the first pandemic.
And it won't be the last.
No. So I have to weigh what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is what I feel is right. So
I'm actually pretty happy with this. It kind of looks like graffiti.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for us today, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and all that stuff.
All that jazz. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.